This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
'Twas the first night home for the holidays, and all through your town, not one thumb was quiet. A lot of swiping going down. You created the perfect Bumble profile with care in hopes that your dream guy or gal may be out there. When what to your wandering eyes should appear but a ton of faces you haven't seen in years. There's a rando from high school, your ex from 8th grade, a kid you used to babysit, and your literal Uncle Dave. As cringe as this feels, the only thing worse would be if one of them stumbled upon your profile first. But there's no need to panic or erase your face from the app. You can go incognito with one simple tap. Disappear from the others till you say they're a match, and have more fun finding your next hometown catch. With peace of mind and your profile hidden from sight, happy holidating to all, and to all a good night. Happy holidating with incognito mode from Bumble. Download today.
This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 3023, What I Learned from a 3-Month Social Media Detox by Shirley of daringliving.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your personal narrator, the guy reading you blogs every single day of the year. There are a few shows where we narrate articles for you for free. Just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you get your audio, and follow or subscribe to get new episodes every day. And with that, let's get right to our next post as we optimize your life. What I Learned from a 3-Month Social Media Detox by Shirley of daringliving.com. Early this year, I was feeling completely overwhelmed with work, classes, and a couple personal commitments. Despite knowing I had many things to do every day, I was on social media more than ever before. Simply put, I was addicted. I realized I wasn't feeling as happy and as focused as I wanted to be. So I quit. And this is what I learned. Here are my toxic associations with social media. I'm sure we've all been guilty of them at some point. Number 1, distraction and procrastination. Whenever I felt stressed, tired, or simply didn't want to face the task at hand, my hand would unconsciously reach out and open the Instagram app. Then I'd be on a scrolling loop until I snap out of it after at least 30 minutes in, often a lot longer. I feel bad and hate myself for doing it, but that didn't stop me from doing it again the next time. It was a way to hide from all the problems in real life. During my detox, I caught myself several times at the beginning, still unconsciously reaching for my phone, attempting to open the deleted apps. What I learned, I treated social media as an easy escape instead of facing real problems in work and opening up to feel the negative emotions. Number 2, fear of missing out. When everyone is constantly uploading photos of attending events and gatherings, it is very easy to feel left out sometimes. You wished you were there and wondered why they didn't invite you. It was fearing that you would be left behind if you don't keep up, fearing that others will forget you, so you feel the obligation to update your feed and story. Especially for those who care a lot about other people's opinions of themselves, it is a real fear, trust me, and an exhausting one too. I felt like I had to keep up with everything, everyone, and be in the loop for it all. After I stopped being updated all the time, I began caring less and less about what I know, what others are doing, and what I'm missing out on. What I learned? It's about knowing what's your priority right now and choosing to focus on that and make the best out of every day. Less is more. Delete, simplify, prioritize. Number 3, the never-ending comparison game. People are always updating their life status on social media. New career, new relationship, new city. It's often easy to start comparing yourself with your peers, comparing their stage in their lives with your own. Over time, I've come to realize that it really doesn't make sense to compare yourself with anyone. What we see on social media is only a fraction of someone else's life. It's the glorious part of the person's life that has been chosen to present out to public. We never know what other things are going on in their lives. What I learned? Our journey is like going down a highway. Stay in your own lane. Everyone else is going at their own pace. Some choose to drive slowly and enjoy the scenery. Some prefer to speed on by. You only need to focus on your driving. There is no point in comparing with others. We're all heading to different destinations anyway. Number 4, seeking validation. The more frequent I was on social media, the more I cared about what others think. Another toxic trap to social media is using it as a way to seek validation of your own life. I realized at some point I was caring too much about what others think of me. The number of likes, views, and the comments should not define who I am and how I am as a person. What I learned, the social numbers do not define you. Instead, you are defined by the meaningful conversations you walk into, every bold decision you make, facing intimidating situations head on with clarity, and how you treat yourself and others along the way. Overall, my big takeaway is this: the world does not revolve around you. Just because you take a break for a while, it doesn't pause everything else from happening in the world. You do not have control over anything. All you have is yourself. As a control freak, this was terrifying, humbling, and such a reassuring realization. It is about knowing that everything is much greater than you, and you sit there in peace, letting them happen while holding even greater clarity about your purpose and what is important to you right now. Onward. These 3 months had been a physical and mental break for me, yet I still cannot avoid the fact that as a marketer in digital space, social media is an inevitable tool I eventually have to go back to and use on a regular basis. It's either I take control of it and use it to my advantage consciously, confidently, or I become consumed by it. I choose the prior. Despite all the negative associations I had with it, social media has brought me joy. I love making content, crafting images and captions, and creating art from scratch. I love spreading messages about what I care about. It's a tool that allowed me to build genuine relationships and be creative in the digital space. Perhaps social media can be leveraged to create better experiences. Perhaps it can be used to create an even more meaningful life. Perhaps I just needed this break to be more aware of it. You just listened to the post titled, "What I Learned from a 3-Month Social Media Detox" by Shirley of daringliving.com.
'Twas the first night home for the holidays, and all through your town, not one thumb was quiet, a lot of swiping going down. You created the perfect Bumble profile with care, in hopes that your dream guy or gal may be out there. When what to your wandering eyes should appear but a ton of faces you haven't seen in years. There's a rando from high school, your ex from 8th grade, a kid you used to babysit, and your literal Uncle Dave. As cringe as this feels, the only thing worse would be if one of them stumbled upon your profile first. But there's no need to panic or erase your face from the app. You can go incognito with one simple tap. Disappear from the others till you say they're a match, and have more fun finding your next hometown catch. With peace of mind and your profile hidden from sight, happy holidating to all, and to all a good night. Happy holidating with incognito mode from Bumble. Download today.
Something always comes up when you're running a small business. Take the pain out of payroll, benefits, and HR and put the joy back in running your business with Gusto. Gusto's payroll and HR services can make it a little easier. Gusto is designed for you, the small business owner. They take the pain out of running a business. Automatically calculating paychecks, filing payroll taxes, setting up open enrollment, Gusto does it all. And want more? Time tracking, health insurance, 401k, onboarding, commuter benefits, offer letters, access to HR experts. You get the idea. With Gusto, you can focus on the joy of running your business. It's super easy to set up and get started. And if you're moving from another provider, Gusto can transfer all your data for you. It's no surprise 94% of customers are likely to recommend Gusto. 94. Here's the best part. Because you're a listener, you get 3 months totally free. All you have to do is go to gusto.com/old. Again, that's gusto.com/OLD. I'm telling you, you're going to love Gusto. Get started today. Thank you to Shirley. We talked about social media sabbaticals or detoxes recently, so I won't go into too much detail. But I always recommend little experiments like this in different areas of your life, like TV detox, smartphone detox, although that one is arguably much harder. and anything along those lines. I've definitely done my share of social media breaks, and I came to basically the same conclusions. I still use it for very specific things, but you won't find me scrolling the feed for hours, that's for sure. I think that really is thanks to the breaks I've taken along the way. I needed those to realize what I need in my life. So a little experiment that I recommend for this weekend, or if you don't use social media that much anyway, then maybe apply the same idea to some other area of your life. Have a great Friday and start to your weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you tomorrow and over the weekend where your optimal life awaits.